Hello students, welcome back. In this video, I am going to talk about asexual reproduction in detail. So, as discussed in previous video, the type of reproduction which involves only a single organism and the individual offsprings, the new organisms or new daughter individuals are produced without any gamete formation and without any fertilization, right? So this asexual reproduction is also observed in some multicellular organisms. So let us look at that part. So in unicellular organisms, basically it is of four types: fission, fragmentation, budding, and spore formation. Whereas in multicellular organisms, particularly in case of plants, so we also observe vegetative propagation and spore formation, like in case of fungi, which is a multicellular organism. Okay, so the asexual reproduction is observed in both unicellular and multicellular organisms. And unicellular organisms, it is of four types: fission, fragmentation, budding, and spore formation. So in the we'll look at each and everything in more detail in a few minutes. And whereas in case of multicellular organisms like plants and fungi, in case of plants, we see vegetative propagation. It means without any gamete formation and without any fertilization, the new plants are going to be produced. In the same way, in case of fungi, which is a multicellular organism, we also observe spore formation. Okay. So now let us look at these things in more detail. So first, let us talk about fission. So it is a type of reproduction, asexual reproduction, in which single individual parent is divided into two or more individual organisms. It means from one parent, it may produce two daughter individuals, or from one parent, it may produce many daughter individuals. Both the ways it is possible. So based on the number of daughter individuals are formed, it is classified into two types: binary fission and multiple fission. So what is binary fission? If two individual daughter cells are formed, it is called as binary fission. If more than two individual daughter cells are formed, it is called as multiple fission. So this usually it is observed in amoeba, yeast, paramecium, and euglena. So these are the common examples for fission. So if you are preparing for entrance exams like NSTSC, Talent Search, or any other entrance exam which is conducted after class 10th, so these examples may be very important to remember. So coming to the binary fission. So as said in the previous slide, bi means two. So one parent cell is divided into two daughter individuals. Okay, one parent is divided into two daughter individuals. So you can see four stages over here. Okay, so in this case, the DNA will get doubled. Okay, so DNA doubles. So here the cell grows in size. Cell grows in size. So here you can see two nuclei are formed. It means the karyokinesis has happened. Two nuclei are formed, and this cytokinesis. It means division of the cell wall is also has been started. So finally, splitting of the cells has been taken place. So what do you understand here? The binary fission in amoeba, it happens in 4 stages. In the stage 1, the DNA will become double. In the stage 2, the cell grows in size. And in stage 3, karyokinesis, that is, the nuclear division will take place and the cell wall constriction starts appearing. And finally, in the stage 4, 2 daughter individual cells will be formed. So this is how from a single amoeba parent cell, 2 daughter amoebas will be formed. So this is called as binary fission. So bi means 2, fission means division. Okay. So let us see the definition. It is a type of asexual reproduction or cell division or mitosis in which single parent is divided into 2 daughter individuals. So here if you see, after the division has been takes place, we don't see any parent here. The parent individual does not exist. Okay, the parent is continuing its life in terms of their daughter cells. Okay, so here there is continuation of life here. The parent itself, it is dividing and becoming daughter cells. Okay, but if you see about our humans, our mother, that is the female, give birth to the children. But here what is happening? Parent is getting divided into the is becoming the daughter cells by mitosis. It means it is immortal. We can consider this as the immortal. There is no death for these amoebas or these organisms which divide by fission. Okay, so this process is exclusively biomass conserving. It means there is no wastage of the biomolecules or biological uh, elements here, structures. Okay. So based on the plane of division, if you are writing any entrance exam after class 10, this will be very important point to remember. Based on the plane of division, that binary fission is classified into 3 different types. In case of amoeba, it is irregular. Suppose if this is the amoeba, the division may happen along x-axis, y-axis, or any axis it may happen. Whereas in case of paramecium, it will happen in the transverse along the x-axis. Whereas in case of euglena, it happens, if this is the euglena, it happens longitudinal. Okay, so this is euglenas. This is related to paramecium, that is transverse binary fission, and this is related to amoeba, that is irregular binary fission. So based on the plane of division, it is of 3 types. And why there is a different plane of division? Because these planes of division are basically based on the special structures present in them. Okay, these are based on the special structures present in them. So when you see the diagrammatic representations of these organisms, you will understand it more clearly. So now let us come back to the topic multiple fission. So as said, what is meant by multiple? Multiple means many. From one parent cell, if many daughter individual cells are formed, it is called as multiple fission. Okay, so it is a type of asexual reproduction in which the nuclei will undergo successive cell divisions. Okay, here the nuclei will keep on dividing. You can see all these green ones are the nucleus. The nucleus will keep on dividing under unfavorable conditions. So whenever this comes in contact with the favorable conditions, so it will release all the daughter cells out. Okay, so this red colored thick structure, this is called as cyst. So under unfavorable conditions, this organism will develop a thick covering. It is called as cyst, and inside the cells, the nuclei will keep on dividing. Okay. So under unfavorable condition, cyst formation will take place, followed by the continuous nuclei divisions. So whenever it comes in contact with the favorable conditions, then the individual offsprings will be released out. So this is observed in both Plasmodium as well as in case of amoeba. So now let us look at the few questions. In the next lecture, we'll see the other asexual modes of reproduction, that is budding, fragmentation, and regeneration, as well as spore formation. So name the process by which amoeba reproduces. Draw various stages of its reproduction in a proper sequence. So the why I have explained the 4 different stages. So that is very, very important. So please, if you are confused or if you want to uh, like get some more clarity, go back and check the video again. So draw in sequence the process of binary fission in amoeba. So the question is different, but the answer is again the same. So the third question is also the same thing, but they have added some more things here. Write to observation on the basis of which a conclusion may be drawn. Name the method by which Plasmodium reproduces. Plasmodium reproduces by multiple fission. It is a asexual type of reproduction. So thank you for watching the video. In the next video, we are going to talk about fragmentation and budding.